Parts of the Johannesburg area will be without water for more than half of the day today. As Johannesburg Water carries out 15 hours of maintenance work, the water shutdown to repair a leaking valve is expected to last up until 10 p.m. Affected areas include Wynberg, Alexandra, Parkhurst, Craighall and Hyde Park. Now, meanwhile, the Water and Sanitation Minister Senzo Mchunu will give an update on his department's response to the water crisis in KwaZulu-Natal. This comes on the back of a damning report released by the South African Human Rights Commission last month. The commission, you'll remember, said, among others, it found that many municipalities in that province violated the residents' basic right to clean drinking water. All right. Newzroom Africa is monitoring this particular situation, as we have said earlier in that introduction. Ziniko Mhlaba is in Johannesburg and Karinda Jagmohan in KwaZulu-Natal. Let's start here in Gauteng, therefore. Ziniko, good morning to you. You'll tell us exactly where you are and the situation surrounding water provision.
Yes, Polly, we are actually in Alexandra on the eastern side of Johannesburg. That's where we found the daycare center, which is accommodating young people, actually young children between the age of 8 months up until 5 years old. So as we're talking about the water challenges and water cuts or water shedding here in the city of Johannesburg, one of the mostly affected sectors is the early childhood development centers. That's where most mothers and parents leave their loved ones in the hands of principals such as Meh Manja, who I'll be talking to in a moment, so that they're able to look after the kids for the duration of the day. However, we're going to find out what are the key challenges when it comes to having to care for little children such as 8 months without proper water. So that's the situation. As I said, we're here in Alex. I'm going to bring in Umamaji manje. Mamaji, enkosi kakhulu ngexesha lakho mama. Ngicela usitshele ma ukuthi masikhuluma nge-challenge yamanzi, nina njengabantu abasebenza ngabantwana abancane unichaphazela kanjani, especially kule facility yenu? Ngiyibona inkulu inabantwana abaningi, inkinga yenu namanzi ime kanjani kahle kahle?
Problem ya rona ya metsi mo, it's very difficult because re deala ka bana ba ileng hore it's 0 to it's 8 months to 5 years. So here is na metsi mmereko wa ema. Like today ba boletse gore metsi a tlo fela. So today re make up ile sure gore he re fitla in the morning re nka whatever the resources for metsi, like the containers kaofela tsona re di tlatsa metsi gore ha tlo tsamaya mo re se ra ba le problem. So ne re kopa the government please help us re be le di jojo maybe say 3 around the crash, so that he metsi a seo re khona ho ya go teng gore ro a berekisa, because of go bereka without water, because hona bano ke nako e leng gore re tswa from the COVID, whereby every child ha tswa toilet or ha fetsa o dlala he must wash hands, and then re ba sanitize. So if there is no water, re ba le problem e kholo, and then we ka se khone release bana because of the parents abayo ba ile mesebetsi, so ba rely from us.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. That's Maji, who is the principal of this daycare center here in Alexandra. Just in summary, giving us a sense that they did all they could in the morning to ensure that they fill up all the available resources available to them, so that they fill up water, so that by the time that water shedding kicks in this side of Johannesburg, they're able to look after the little ones. Also mentioning that it's becoming very, very important for them to have access to water, because we're coming out of COVID, so they need to make sure that as far as sanitation is concerned, that's a priority, especially for those that are able then to be able to, so that kids are able to wash their hands, but calling on government also to assist if they could with Joburg, so that they're able to have a sustainable and secured water resource. So it's back to you, Paul.
Ziniko Mhlaba live for us in Alexandra there. All right, let's take you to KwaZulu-Natal now, and that's where Karinda Jagmohan is stationed. Karinda, the Minister of Water and Sanitation, Senzo Mchunu, expected to address developments there relating to water crisis in KZN. Is that still a correct characterization that KwaZulu-Natal still sits with a water crisis problem?
It is certainly a water crisis, a water accessibility crisis actually, because that South African Human Rights Commission report found that while there is water availability across the province, it is poor, damaged or unmaintained infrastructure that has led to residents' right to basic water being violated because they cannot access this water. Their taps are running dry. Over the past year, only we've been to northern KwaZulu-Natal, the municipality, we've been to the southern Ugu district municipality to find a similar case both north and south of the province, where especially impoverished communities had to travel long distances to access borehole water that was not clean or safe to drink. They would boil this, residents would put some sort of detergent in this water, and that is the water they would use for all of their household activities, and that's the water they would also have to consume as well. In some suburban areas, residents would have to purchase water because they can't afford to do so. But of course, ultimately, what the Human Rights Commission report said is that people's right to access clean drinking water has been violated in many municipalities. And that is what the Minister has to answer to today. This event is also being co-hosted by Umgeni Water, which is a bulk water provider in KwaZulu-Natal for the coastal and Midlands areas or municipalities. And the Minister will also announce a new board for Umgeni Water. This is important because this board, or the previous board rather, that was fired had been through a number of investigations, specifically relating to maladministration within this bulk water supplier. The SAHRC had also been investigating that board. So this is a new 12-member board that has come to the fore. They will answer questions as well with regards to bulk water provision in the province. But essentially what we are looking out for here today is for the Minister to speak on KZN's water accessibility crisis. Specifically, if you remember, about 2 weeks ago, we went to Ugu district where women and children bore the brunt of this crisis because they had to wake up very early in the morning, travel long distances, walk long distances with the fear of criminality occurring around them just to get one bucket of dirty water. And that is really the reality of many people on the ground. So we expect some answers about this today.
Karinda Jagmohan live for us there in KwaZulu-Natal ahead of the Minister of Water and Sanitation touching down in that particular conference. All right.